Princess Anne has gained more popularity and has become a major subject of interest after Erin Doherty portrayed her character in seasons 3 and 4 of The Crown. Princess Anne was born into the royal family on the 15th of August 1950 as the only daughter and second child of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. Besides the fame, benefits and public expectations of being royal, Anne grew up independent, courageous and passionate. Princess Anne is infamously blunt and adopts a no-nonsense approach to public life in general and doesn't care what anyone thinks about her. Get ready to witness a side of Princess Royal that you have never seen before. Keep watching to find out the untold truth about Princess Anne. Princess Anne chose not to give her kids titles. When Princess Anne gave birth to her 2 children, Peter and Zara Tyndall, with her first husband, they didn't get titles on their arrival, as titles are passed through men. However, their grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, offered to give them titles, but it was turned down by Princess Anne. Who does that? Who wouldn't want fame and titles for her children? Princess Anne, for sure. She certainly isn't after all the fame in the world. Anne wanted her children to live normal lives and thrive without any pressure whatsoever to conform. According to Zara, when she was interviewed by The Times, she expressed satisfaction and happiness that her parents decided not to use the title, as it made them enjoy growing up and the opportunity to do a whole lot of things. Princess Anne isn't a lady, she is a knight. It's not a surprise that the royal family has a lot of traditional titles to pass around that will last a lifetime. One of these titles is Order of the Garter. It was created by King Edward III and was inspired because of the legendary Knights of the Round Table by King Arthur. Both men and women can be appointed onto this order by a sitting monarch, so one can either become a knight or a Lady of the Garter. In the year 1994, Princess Anne was appointed to the order, and instead of being called a lady, she requested to be called a knight. According to the royal exhibitions, the ladies of the Garter and their male counterparts didn't have the same status. Knights became companions, while the ladies do not. Anne didn't want that. She wanted the same rank as her brothers, and she got exactly what she wanted. Princess Anne surely doesn't mind changing a part of the ancient tradition into becoming modern. Princess Anne pled guilty to a criminal offence. Who would expect a member of the royal family to have a criminal record or even plead guilty to a criminal offence? Princess Anne was different. She was involved in a criminal case, and in 2002, the princess pleaded guilty to a charge against her dog. Her young dog Potty had injured 2 children in the park by biting them. The princess paid a fine of £500 with additional charges. Princess Anne has had several affairs during her lifetime. Princess Anne can be regarded as one who's had a very active love life. She was married to her first husband, Captain Mark Phillips. During their marriage, the princess had 2 affairs. One of them was with her bodyguard, Sergeant Peter Cross. When the affair became known, Cross was dropped from her protection duty, but that didn't come in any way to stop the affair. The story of their affair was eventually told by Cross after it came to an end in 1984. The second affair was with her Timothy Lawrence. He later became her second husband. Their relationship became public when their private letters were being sold to the press. One would expect that the princess would be ashamed of their relationship. The reverse was the case, as neither of them was ashamed. They just didn't like the way it was revealed. Commander Lawrence was concerned only about his princess and tried to protect her. The princess didn't give a damn what was thought about her. She knew what she wanted and she went for it. If you want to be part of our family, quickly subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification bell so we can keep spilling the royal tea. Princess Anne's love for horses. Princess Anne's love for horses is something she shares in common with her father, Prince Philip, who also loved horses. Anne started competing at an early age of 11, and by 21 she was fully ready to represent her country for the Olympics. Princess Anne was an Olympian. Princess Anne has continually set high standards for herself. She is not just known as a member of the royal family, but she is also known as an Olympian. Princess Anne represented her country, England, as a horsewoman at the Montreal Olympics in 1976. It was the first time a member of the royal family competed in the Olympic Games. Anne rode the Queen's horse, Goodwill, for the event. However, Anne did not win a medal at the event. She has shown her riding prowess in other horse racing competitions and has won a gold medal in the European Championships. Notwithstanding her royal status, Princess Anne has always carved a niche and made a name for herself. According to her, riding horses was a perfect way for her to do so. Amazingly, Anne's daughter, Zara Tindall, followed in the footsteps of her mum and rode at the 2012 Olympics. Princess Anne was almost kidnapped when she was 23 years old. One of the scariest things that has happened to Princess Anne and the entire royal family history was her being almost kidnapped in 1974. According to what people said, Princess Anne was returning to the palace with her husband in a car when they were blocked by another car. It was so fatal that her private detective and chauffeur were injured by gunshots. The driver of this other car was Lan Bull, an unemployed man from North London. He did not stop at injuring the princess's chauffeur and private detective. He was meant to take the princess with him. Bull made his way to the car, grabbed the princess's arm and tried to take her out of the car. Despite having her security around, Anne confronted Bull head-on, engaging him in a conversation, and made one of the riskiest moves ever to exit the car. Before Bull could make his way round to the car, she jumped into her car and locked the door. When he noticed the number of officers coming into the scene, he began to panic. Anne told him to go on, as it was his chance. He ran to his rented apartment, which was 5 miles away from Anne's home, before he was captured by police. Anne later told the press that she was grateful that there was only one kidnapper, and that it would have been a different story if there'd been more than one. Princess Anne is one hell of a confident and fearless woman. If she had not handled the incident with courage, one cannot help imagine what would have happened to her. Princess Anne was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. In 1990, Princess Anne earned a Nobel Peace Prize nomination for her works in Save the Children. She was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by President Kenneth Kaunda of Zambia because of her work as president of Save the Children. The princess was only 39 at the time, and her love and support for humanitarian causes was not in doubt. Princess Anne's humble home. When Princess Anne said she wanted to give her children a normal life, she certainly wasn't joking. In the year 2021, pictures of Princess Anne were released on Instagram, and people were surprised to see her home was normal and there was nothing grand about it. It didn't look like where a royal princess stayed. The pictures released showed a comfortable family room filled with books, prints, trinkets and ornaments. There was even a dog bed in the corner of the room. According to the New York Times, royal fans couldn't hide their shock and amazement. One person even said that Princess Anne needed a new sofa. And other people confirmed that it was a signal to Anne's simple lifestyle attitude of just being a normal person and living her life on her terms. Princess Anne is considered as one of the busiest and hardest working members of the royal family. In 2018, it was reported that Princess Anne spends half of her day at royal engagements. Most of these engagements are not often tea or garden parties. She served as the president of Save the Children UK from 1970 to 2017. Throughout her life as a royal, Princess Anne has worked for numerous organisations, some of which are related to her love for horses. Apart from her active participation in charities, she holds the position of Chancellor at the University College London and is also the president of the University UK Fashion and Textile Association. The princess is also known for encouraging women to study science-related and engineering courses, as she was given Prince Philip's patronage of the Commonwealth Study Conference leaders upon his retirement. The princess is indeed a busy bee who doesn't even seem like slowing down anytime soon. And there you have it, the untold truth about Princess Anne, Queen Elizabeth's only daughter. From her refusing to give her children titles, her humbling home, and her charitable causes, to her several love affairs, Princess Anne certainly lives life according to her standards. What do you think about the Princess Royal? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Click here to watch more videos, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.